There we go.
Hey!
Oh, wrong button.
The whole system is breaking down.
There's a glitch in the Matrix.
All right, so what we're talking about, obviously, WWE Smackdown. I appreciate everybody's patience. Big credit to Wrestle News 365. I swiped your picture here as it goes through all the different logos through time of SmackDown, because SmackDown debuted August 26th, 1999. 25 years ago. Now, there was a special event before that, before the August 26th broadcast, on April 29th, where they used just a WWE Raw set, and it was intended to compete with what? Do you guys remember?
Thunder?
Atta kid, Frank. I knew I could always count on you, my man. WCW Thunder. That was the
I actually went to a live event, Thunder, that came here in town. That was wild.
Really?
Yeah, it's because most of the shows were recorded, but
Nitro was live. Thunder was Thunder was usually pre-recorded.
No, Thunder was live at that time, and because it was weird because they would go to commercial and then they'd have like a hype man in the ring when they're coming back, and he'd be talking to the crowd and he'd go, "All right, we're 25 seconds. Let's all get hyped up, everybody!" And he'd want the crowd super like jacked up for.
Well, they do that even for they do that for the recorded ones as well.
I had never been to that before. It was something different for me.
It was a whole new world. Now, do you guys know where the SmackDown name came from?
The Rock?
That would be my guess too. Would be The Rock.
Yeah. He kind of gets the credit for it. Yeah, The Rock he's been given credit for it for the layup, the SmackDown. And so that's kind of where it came from. Now, in the original planning phase of WWE Smackdown, it was going to be all female wrestlers, a la Glow, if you will. This obviously didn't happen because they didn't have the female roster for it. Like, there wasn't enough there for them to sustain a weekly show.
They could wrestle, that's why.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of like really good female wrestlers.
They were just there to shake their boobs and bend over. That's all Vince wanted them to do.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now you know why. Look at the trouble he's in.
Least surprising thing ever. Well, and SmackDown was actually the beginning of Michael Cole as the play-by-play announcer. He had been doing some backstage work at Raw is War, and then he ended up getting teamed up with. Who was the first one he teamed up with? Jerry the King Lawler. And then it was after that.
Of him looked fantastic.
It was after that he ended up doing whatchamacallit. Who joined him? Taz. After a while. Taz did. All right, give me 1 second here. I'm going to fiddle around with another setting. Let's
fiddle with the settings. Make sure you fiddle
that's going to go real stinking well here.
I was going to say that first picture you had of Michael Cole made it look like somebody was giving him the old skitty doo underneath what we could not see.
Anna says the girl in front looks like Reba McEntire. Are you talking about Glow here? Are you talking about her? Because that's little Annie from Community.
Never seen Glow.
Great show. First season, phenomenal. After that, All right. Can you name the first title change on SmackDown?
Nope.
It was the Hardcore title. And this, do you remember this storyline? Because it was really, really screwed up. So on August 23rd, 1999, on a Raw, Big Boss Man stole Al Snow's dog, Pepper. Do you remember this, Frank?
I kind of do, but at the same time, I don't.
Then on SmackDown on September 2nd, 1999, Boss Man made Al Snow dinner to apologize for kidnapping his dog.
Oh, yeah, and he cooked him. Yeah,
and
that
later
was like
revealed
a big
that the dinner was the dog.
Yeah. Like, PETA got super pissed about that.
Yeah, dude. Welcome to the Attitude Era of WWE, man. So ultimately, this spat would end up having they'd have a Hardcore Championship, and Big Boss Man ended up winning the Hardcore title on SmackDown.
Interesting.
And eventually, SmackDown would help with the WWE's bloated roster because obviously when they purchased WCW, it doubled the amount of wrestlers.
Yeah.
And so down the road, what they were able to do is they did that whole Raw versus SmackDown thing where they had the draft and you picked different wrestlers and so on and so forth. And that's how that whole thing went. And do you guys remember this?
The fist.
The fist.
Some people want them to bring it back.
Well, so here's why they got rid of it. The SmackDown Fist, which debuted in the early 2000s, was taken out in 2008 because WWE was looking to convert everything into HD, and they didn't think that the fist translated well in high def. So that's the reason why they got rid of the fist.
I thought it would have just been like a bitch to move and keep putting up every day.
Well, I mean, they moved Mark Henry around, right? So
hey, he kind of moved himself, though.
Fat jokes, everybody. Hey, body shaming, don't do it. All right, and finally, the show has moved around a lot. What? And finally, the show's moved around a lot. Remember, it started on UPN, and then it went to the CW, then it went to My Network TV, then it went to Sci-Fi. Remember that? It was on Sci-Fi for a while.
Yeah, I remember it being on I forget My Network. I don't know what the hell that was. But I remember it being on Sci-Fi.
And then it went to USA, and now I believe it's currently on Fox and FS1.
It's about to, I think, leave Fox, isn't it? Like,
I think so.
The way they redid their whole thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I try to keep up with it. I'm really, honestly, I'm, and I say this all the time. I'm more fascinated with wrestling of the past than I am of today. And that even includes, like, now 5 years ago, I'm interested in what happened 5 years ago. I wouldn't watch it live, but I'll track down everything they do now because all of that stuff just absolutely fascinates me. But that's going to do it for WWE Smackdown.